Hello and welcome to Gameaholicspodcast, episode 6. I am your host, as always, Kickler, here by my gluten-free co-host, Archer. Archer, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. No gluten.
No gluten. That is the theme of today's episode because we have a new beer of the week. We are drinking a beer called Red Bridge.
Nice.
I went to the store and did the build your own 6-pack and grabbed 3 random beers, 2 of each. And this Red Bridge one was one that I grabbed. It is gluten-free, so it is made without wheat or barley. It's a water-based beer. If you look at the ingredients, the first ingredient is water.
Dude, I think all beer has water.
That's going to be a t-shirt someday. It's just going to say all beer has water. It also looks like it's made with corn syrup. I have a really weird feeling about this one. I think it's going to be weird. It looks real light.
Yeah, it does, but it's made with corn syrup, which is weird.
Yeah.
Because it looks super light.
Looking on their website, it looks like they made it because there's about 3.2 million consumers who are unable to drink beer made with barley due to celiac disease or because they follow a wheat-free or gluten-free diet. So I guess this is their way of tapping into that market, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I already accidentally opened mine trying to see if this was a pop-off or a twist. So I don't know if we'll get it with mine, but we'll try.
Oh, there's a little bit.
There's a little bit. All right, Archie. There we go. I will say there is a lot more pop with these than some of the other ones. That smells like the floor of a bar.
Yes, if you're a Heineken fan, it's a skunk beer. You can tell by the smell.
All right, take a sip. Tell me what you think.
I don't like skunk beer, so it's going to be great. Actually, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of sweet.
Really? Okay,
yeah.
I'll take a drink. Maybe try not setting your beer on the table.
Oh,
that
yeah,
was kind of loud.
That was loud as shit. Sweet?
That is really sweet.
It's weird, huh?
It tastes like fermented apple juice.
Yeah. I see that.
Yeah.
I see that.
I can get down with this. All right, Red Bridge. If you guys need like somebody to sponsor or something, like, shoot me an email. This is holy cow.
Yeah, it's weird. It smells like Heineken. It does not taste like a skunk beer at all to me.
No,
but it smells really like it.
Yeah, it tastes like alcoholic apple juice, basically.
It does.
What is that you got in your hands there? Tell everybody what you're sucking on.
This is Zin.
Zin.
Yep, because I don't smoke anymore, or I don't vape anymore. I never smoked. But
how's that going?
It's going great.
Good. How many days?
Huh? Oh, I think 11.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. And I guess everybody should wish you congratulations.
Mm-hmm. I'm saving the lungs.
Yeah. Let's get into the episode. What have you been playing this week?
I've played a shit ton of Rainbow Six.
Is that it?
I played a little bit of Super Smash.
What happened to your promise about Titanfall 2?
Oh, I got a story for you guys. I went to GameStop, Walmart, Target. Nothing. When I went to GameStop, they said they had it. Dude looked in the store for 30 minutes and was like, can't find the disc. The world don't want me to play Titanfall 2.
That sucks.
And I'm not paying $20 for it when it's $7 at GameStop or Walmart.
I wouldn't either.
So, it just fucked. We're retarded. But lots of Rainbow. I got some more gameplay footage that is worthy.
Sweet.
So,
and we should, if I haven't gotten it up by now, there's a real problem with me. We should have that gameplay up.
Yes, I did the commentary for it, so I did keep that promise.
It is all in my hands now. You said some Super Smash as well?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. I play as Ike most of the time.
Did you dabble in the DLC characters at all, or have you
Have
not bought
not.
those?
I know, didn't they just release one?
Yeah,
Like,
we'll get
very
into that
recently?
in just a minute.
Yep, we will.
Anything else to add?
Hmm.
I see For Honor in the notes.
Play a little bit of For Honor. I have gameplay, but I don't know if anybody wants to see that gameplay. So,
I don't know.
if you're interested in seeing For Honor, I have some shit. And
Hit
it's
us up
pretty good.
somewhere. We'll go over all our social media, but hit us up somewhere and let us know. And
Yeah.
we'll throw it up if
For Honor is a
anybody
good game.
requests it.
Cool.
I've been playing Control again, just chugging away at the story. It's so good. So Remedy is the developer behind this game. They've made Max Payne 1 and 2, Alan Wake, and what's the last one? Quantum Break. They're all just like really good story-driven games, and they're okay. They're good. Like, they have really good storytelling behind them, but for the most part, it's mostly just that. Like, their combat and stuff like that isn't amazing. They also do a lot of like actual real world footage in their games. This is basically the best game I think that they've made. They've finally been able to combine good gameplay with good storytelling with good actual real life footage into a solid game, and it is awesome.
I was wondering, how are the controls with it, with like the flying and the and not necessarily flying, but like when you're like attacking enemy and you're throwing stuff at them, how are the controls like with that?
They're really good. So I'm not super far into it, so I haven't unlocked all the powers. What I have right now is the base gun. The base gun doesn't rely on ammo. It has like a life meter, and every time you shoot, the life meter will go down, and then when you're not shooting, it'll refill itself. So you don't have to worry about picking up ammo or anything. And you have the one gun, and as you play, you unlock the ability to transform that gun into something else. So it starts out as like a base pistol, and I just unlocked like the shotgun attachment. So you double tap X, and it switches over to a shotgun mod.
Okay, is it like a master key under barrel gun?
The gun itself is, quote, alive.
Okay.
And so it's the gun itself changing. Like, if you look at some of the gameplay, you'll see the gun kind of moving and everything. And like, it looks like it's pulsating with life. It's kind of weird. I also have the telekinetic power. That's when you grab something and throw it at somebody. And the dash. Those are the only powers that I have unlocked. But, I mean, like I was telling you before, if you hit the button to grab something, you'll grab whatever you're targeting. Or if there's not something to grab, you'll just rip up part of the ground or part of the ceiling or something. And it locks on to an enemy automatically. So you don't have to, like, aim at them or anything. So it kind of cuts down on some of the difficulty of that, because Remedy isn't known for their like gunplay or anything. And so this is kind of a good compensation for it, I feel like. And the dash feels really good. Like if you're hitting left or forward or back, you'll dash in whatever direction, and it's really good to avoid enemies. I'm getting to the point where some of the enemies are being able to use the telekinetic power and throw things at me as well.
You got to get better at dodging and stuff.
Yeah. And so, I know eventually I'll unlock the ability to fly. I know that's one of the power-ups, so I'll keep you updated on how the controls are.
Sweet.
But so far, like... I was
curious.
So, there's a rumor out there that Sony is looking at buying Remedy. Mm-hmm. And I will be so pissed off if that happens. Because these games are so good that I don't want Microsoft or Sony to come in and buy them, because I want people to be able to experience this game.
You think they'd make it exclusive?
Oh, yeah. I think if Sony picked it up, it would be an exclusive. I think if Microsoft picked it up, at least you'd have Xbox and PC. But they also, at least with the companies that they've been buying, are still doing cross-platform. So I'd be more okay if Microsoft came out and said that they're buying it. But I don't want them to, because I don't want them to be tied down to one console. This game is amazing, and I really, really want it to do well, because I really want them to continue making games.
I think exclusive games are actually coming to an end. With all the crossplay coming out?
I don't think so.
You think they're going to keep at it?
Yeah. I think Sony is going to be buying a whole bunch of studios in preparation for the PS5. And I think they're doing that to battle Microsoft, because they just picked up like 15 studios.
Insomniac Games. I think Sony recently purchased them.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple episodes back. Okay. They just bought that. Kind of continuing that news, the Sony CEO just came out and said Spider-Man is not going to be in the MCU for the foreseeable future.
I'm hoping they crack out a new deal.
I hope so too.
I mean, we got a whole year before most movies come out that would integrate him into any sort. Another little news thing on that. Robert Downey Jr. will be playing the voice of an AI Tony Stark in an upcoming Disney Plus series.
That's cool.
So that's way cool. Yeah.
The other game that I've been playing is Super Kirby Clash. It's free to start, meaning you can download it for free, but there's definitely a lot of microtransactions in it. It's a game exclusive to the Switch. And we'll kind of dive into that a little bit more. But my first general impressions is it's very bare bones. You load into a boss battle, basically, and that's the gameplay. It's you and a team of the 4 total Kirbys fighting one boss on a 2D plane, and that's it.
That's the whole game, really?
That's the whole game. There's harder and harder bosses, but it's always just one boss or whatever. So
kind of odd.
I'll kind of keep paying attention to it, and like I said, we'll get into that a little bit more in a little bit, but it doesn't seem like it has very deep roots to really hold people in for a long time.
Yeah, it is free to play, so
yeah. And that wraps up my gameplay. Anything else you want to add?
No gameplay.
Let's move on into the news. You kind of added a bunch of this, so I'll let you take it away for everybody.
Alrighty. Mortal Kombat 11, for you guys, fans, as that game. They will be adding Terminator. Ooh, this beer. I'm just...
Terminator.
Yeah, they'll be adding Terminator. Why is that so hard to say? October 8th for early access. And I don't know who this is. Sindel. I don't even know who that is. Oh, we'll do a quick Google.
Keep talking.
And then Joker for January 28th, 2020. So that'll be cool. This ain't really news, but games to really look for in September is Gears of War 5.
Just downloaded that.
Did you?
If you have Game Pass, you are ready to download it. I think as of Thursday, September 5th. If you have Game Pass Ultimate, you can start playing it Friday, September 6th, and then it officially comes out next week.
Yeah, on the 10th. From today.
I'll experiment and post on our Instagram and let people know. I don't know if you have base Game Pass, if you're able to play or not tomorrow. We're recording this on Thursday. I don't know if you'll be able to play tomorrow if you have base Game Pass like I do, but I'll for sure post it on our story just so people know.
Sweet. Much anticipated Borderlands 3 coming out this month. So that's cool. September 13th. It links with the Switch on the 20th.
I'll get into this in a minute.
You excited for that?
Oh, so excited. I looked up Sindel. Sindel is just a Mortal Kombat character. She debuted in Mortal Kombat 3. She is the mother of Princess Kitana and the unwilling wife of the evil emperor. So
I've never really played Mortal Kombat.
I've played a little bit, but not enough to be able to know like who she is or anything. So that's kind of cool that they're bringing back some of the old Mortal Kombat characters. I don't know if she was in 10 or anything.
I don't know. Marvel's Avenger.
Did you talk about the Joker?
Yeah, I mentioned the Joker.
Sorry.
I'm wondering what Joker they'll put in. I wonder if they're going to put the one in from DC, the Mortal Kombat DC.
I think that is who it's kind of based off of.
Okay.
If you look at like the character model, he looks very similar to that.
It'd probably be the best one because the Leto version of Joker doesn't really
vibe
fit
with
into that game. Yeah. I would like to see the Dark Knight Joker in there. That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Marvel's Avengers, Square Enix game. So they announced there's not going to be any loot boxes or pay-to-win type items. So that's cool. And most of their DLC is going to be free. And they're adding Ant-Man and Hawk Pym. I'm thinking that's Hawkeye's daughter. I'm not sure.
I would think so too.
But that's cool. It's the original Ant-Man from comic series.
So this game, I don't know if you've heard, but it's supposed to be very similar to like Destiny or The Division.
I'm down for that.
I am too, and I'm really curious how it's going to work, but it's supposed to be a semi-open world multiplayer experience where you load in with some buddies and go around just beating crap up as superheroes.
I'm hoping the Iron Man flight is good.
The people that I've heard that have played the demo say that it's pretty good.
That's good.
They also say that like Thor's hammer feels really good.
That's good. The guy that did Kratos' axe is the one that helped with Thor's hammer, so that'll be good. For your Rainbow Six fans, a battle pass is coming to Rainbow Six. They're hopping on that bandwagon, and I'm super excited about it.
Do you know pricing at all for it?
I'm guessing it's gonna be super similar to Fortnite. It's gonna be $10. I'm guessing. They will have a free version of it, so you'll be able to get some
just
weapon
like
charms
Fortnite or Blackout or anything like that.
Yeah,
cool.
Which I will definitely be purchasing this because that's the only game I play right now. But yeah, it'll be cool. It'll be dropping. They'll have the mini battle pass in the upcoming Operation Ember Rise, and then you'll get like a unique chibi charm, which will be cool. Phase 2 of it won't become available until Season 4, and that'll be the whole battle pass. So I'm excited about it.
Cool.
Because they have like when you win matches, you can roll for a pack, and that pack has like charms and skins for weapons and outfits for characters. And I've probably got 2 legendary things off of those, and the rest common. And I've been playing the game for 3 years.
Interesting.
So it's not a very good system they have. So I'm excited that you'll be awarded by your gameplay through this.
Yeah.
So I think
one thing that I noticed that we didn't put down here, I think I forgot to add it. Did you see the Apex Legends event that's going on right now?
I have not.
So it's called Voidwalker. It's based off the character Wraith. So they put out like a little cartoon animated promo for it, and I watched that, and it looks pretty cool. Just to kind of summarize it, there's somebody in like this futuristic space looking suit that's running around this facility doing teleporting and stuff like that, and then she starts talking to this other character, and after she breaks out of the like teleporting in between dimensions phase, you figure out that both the spacesuit and the one that she's talking to are both Wraith. And the one in the spacesuit is like I came from my world to find you, blah, blah, blah. You need to, like, figure out who you are type of thing. And then she gets captured and ends up giving her teleporting ability to this other version of Wraith, who then breaks out of the facility, and she breaks out onto the Apex Legends, like, battlefield. So there's this big building with a banner on the side that says future space of the Apex Legends games. So it seems kind of interesting. I haven't been able to dabble in it yet, but I guess there's like teleporting, like wormholes in the world that you can hop into and it'll teleport you around. They also announced a new game mode. I can't remember the name of it, but basically everybody runs around and the only guns that you find are shotguns and sniper rifles. So it's super close quarters or super long range. It sounds super cool. I'm definitely going to hop on and try and play some of that this weekend.
Still better than Fortnite.
Hell yeah. Okay, so for this week, I'm a huge Nintendo fan. Archer, I'm trying to convince to be able to play the Switch a little more.
I'm getting on that.
On September 4th, 2019, Nintendo did another one of their directs. Basically, if no one's ever heard of this, a Nintendo Direct is just a video presentation that they put on to announce games. It's like E3 for Nintendo. So it's super cool. I always get super pumped for these. So I'm going to use this podcast that I host as an outlet to be able to talk and nerd out about it. So we're going to go kind of over the Nintendo Direct as a whole, kind of deep dive. If there's any games that me or Archer want to talk about a little bit more, we'll talk about it. And then at the end, we're going to talk about games in general for the rest of this year that we're both looking forward to. I know personally a bunch of mine are going to be Nintendo Switch games. I don't know about Archer. His might be PlayStation or Xbox or something. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll see what happens.
So the Direct came out and started with something that have been rumored for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. And they started off by showing Overwatch on the Switch. They gave it an official release date, October 15th of this year, so just next month. I don't know if... What was that?
That's a big title for Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Big title.
It's super cool because, like, Overwatch has been running on garbage PCs for a long time, so it's about time that they're putting it out on the Switch.
I agree.
But I don't know if what they showed in the Direct was actual gameplay or not. But if it is, it looked semi-decent.
Yeah, it looked really good.
And I think BlizzCon is later this month. And if it is, I'm sure we'll get more news out of that about Overwatch. Maybe we'll see some actual gameplay. I'm hoping they announce, like, if it's going to have cross-play or not. And... like, if it's going to be the full game. I believe it is. I think it's going to be the full base game with all the characters and everything. And I'm sure they're going to charge a full $60 for it.
You think $60, really?
Yeah,
it's not even $60 on, like, PlayStation and Xbox.
It used to be at one point, so I'm sure they're going to release it on the Switch for $60. I don't know why they wouldn't. It's tapping into a new set of customers that haven't touched it before, so I think they'll capitalize on it and do it a full $60. If they discount it, I don't see them going below $40 for it. I think you can buy Overwatch for like Xbox and PlayStation for like $20 right now.
Yeah,
but
I think it's like $30 new, but you could probably find a used copy, $20-ish. Doesn't really get discounted too much. Luigi's Mansion 3. I'm pretty excited about this.
This one looks super cool.
I loved that game, playing that when I was little. Like,
I've never played a Luigi Mansion game.
Really?
Well, I played like the first 10 minutes of the first one on the GameCube, and my little kid brain couldn't figure it out, so I gave up.
Yeah, that is a puzzling game. But this one's cool. It's a hotel. What is it, a hotel or a mansion?
Hotel.
Oh yeah, it's a hotel.
Yep.
And like all the levels of it are a different theme. So that's really cool. The themes that were shown were pyramids, pirates, forest. I don't really remember all the other ones that they showed.
I don't think they really showed a whole lot.
I think they only showed 3.
They really focused on the pyramid and the pirates. The pirates is supposed to be like a pirate-themed restaurant, which seems kind of interesting. And then I think the forest one, I put it in because I think they just kind of cut across when they're like, each floor will have a different theme. They kind of cut across a few of them.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then they added a new game mode in it called Scream Park.
So I thought this was interesting. You can have up to 8 players playing a co-op versus match. So 4 on one side playing as Luigi and 4 on the other side playing as Gooigi. And if you have 4 pairs of Joy-Cons, you can have 8 players on one console. Do you know how much 4 pairs of Joy-Cons cost?
They're about $40 a pop. Oh, no, a pair of Joy-Cons. Okay, that's about $80, yeah.
So I went on to Best Buy, and I threw in 4 pairs of Joy-Cons into my cart. It came to $319.96.
Joy-Cons are more expensive than console controllers, and they're about a quarter of the size.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of mind-blowing how expensive those little things are.
Yeah, I mean, 3 of them make up one PlayStation controller, just about. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was baffled by that. I mean, you have 2 pairs of Joy-Cons.
Yep.
And I now have 2 pairs of Joy-Cons. So theoretically, if one of us gets it, we could have 8 players. But for one person to own that many Joy-Cons, I think is kind of ridiculous. I mean,
can you use the controllers you have, do you think, on that?
I don't know. They didn't say anything about like if pro controllers are supported or anything.
They specifically said Joy-Cons, so I'm thinking not.
And I don't know if they did that just to say like, oh, you for sure already have 2 controllers for this or not. I'm kind of a controller snob, or I love controllers for the Switch. So I've got 4 Joy-Cons, a GameCube controller, and 2 SNES style controllers. So I've got quite a few. If they allow the quote pro controllers to work, and I could potentially have enough. But I think the only other game that allows you to have more than the typical 4 on a console is Super Smash Bros.
Yeah.
I don't think any other one does that I can think of.
8 controllers is insane.
Yeah, it is.
Especially for that little thing to handle that much.
Yeah, that's
connection.
The other thing is I'm really curious how one console is going to handle 8 people playing it at the same time.
Yeah. We'll see, though. I'm probably definitely going to get that game.
Yeah, it comes out.
One of the funnest puzzle games.
It comes out on Halloween, so go and get your candy and go home after everybody runs out and play some Luigi's Mansion.
That's a perfect date for it to come out.
Oh, yeah.
I like how they did that.
Yeah, me too.
Super Kirby Clash.
Yeah, that's that free-to-start game that I was telling you that I started. So since I started it, I will kind of take over. It's got microtransactions for gem apples, which is the game's currency. So it's kind of got RPG elements. So if you're playing it, you're going to be able to buy weapons and armor and like healing abilities and be able to use them to upgrade like your stats and stuff. That's basically how you level up. There is like a leveling system that'll allow you to unlock level 4 gear or whatever. But everything costs these gem apples, and it's very mobile-esque in the sense that every 12 hours you're able to harvest. You have a tree in your town that you can harvest the gem apples from. So you can pay real money to get gem apples, or every 12 hours you can get like 4 of them. It said somewhere in the game if you buy gem apples, it'll cause your tree to ripen faster. So it sounds like if you're putting money into it, you'll get more than what you paid for. It also has the energy system that a lot of mobile games have, in the sense that you can only do so many missions before the game's like, nope, you're done.
I hate that.
I do too, especially in a game on a console like the Switch, because it's really limiting. But again, you can pay to be able to unlock more energy.
They're kind of trying to force microtransactions.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's very like I was telling you before, you basically load into the game with up to 4 people in a match, and you do a boss fight, and that's it. So it's just a series of boss fight after boss fight after boss fight. And the hard part is trying to do it fast enough. So the faster you do it, the more rewards you get.
Okay. I like the stories of Kirby. Why would they? I don't know. I don't like that they take it away.
I don't know why either. But they made a point to say that it can be played with a single Joy-Con as well.
Can you play with people in the same room?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you can have up to 4 on the same screen. And the way the game plays is it's just a single 2D platform where the boss is, and then the 4 Kirbys jump around. So it's not like super hard to pay attention to where your character is or anything.
That's good.
But other than that, that's about it. I played for maybe an hour or 2 of it.
If it kept you there for an hour or 2, that's pretty solid.
It seems like that kind of mobile game where every time you level up, you fill your energy bar. Mm-hmm. And of course, in the beginning, you're leveling up a lot, so you're able to kind of keep up with it. But for a free game, it's kind of fun to jump in and play for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Tiles of Mana remake? Am I saying that right?
Yeah, it's an old like JRPG, I think. Mm-hmm. Comes out April 24th, 2020. And did you watch the trailer for this?
I watched the whole thing. I don't really remember what this one is. Is it like an anime type?
Yeah, can you see what I highlighted?
Yeah, lots of boobs. Logan, are you listening? This is your type of game. Lots of boobs on the Switch.
Yeah, there was a lot of boobs in this. Just like hardly wearing anything type of dresses and everything.
Sounds like God of War. Have you played the old school one?
No, I've never touched this.
I've never even heard of it.
I know a lot of people are going to be really excited for it. It's one of those games that people have talked about getting a remake for a really long time.
Sweet.
So, this next game, Return of the Obra Dinn, comes out fall 2020. It's a point-and-click adventure game.
Wait, fall 2020?
Oh, fall 2019, sorry. So in the next couple months. That's my bad. When it came out for the PC, it got rated extremely well. Like, a lot of people were talking about this game in their Game of the Year for 2018.
Ooh.
So it's kind of exciting that it's coming. The art style of this is really interesting because it's very, like, black and white. It seems like
I remember
like an
watching
old school pen painting atmosphere type of thing.
On the Switch.
Yeah.
The point and click on the Switch.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it does.
Yeah, I'm hoping that it comes out and it's only like $10.
Yeah.
Because if
that's
it's
probably
that,
how much it's worth.
If it's that, I'll probably pick it up. If it's not, I don't know if I will.
Wait for it to go on sale.
Yeah. A lot of these indie games go on sale.
I'm sure they
Quite
do,
a bit.
yeah.
Yeah, I hop on and look at the sales all the time.
I'm sure sales boost.
The only ones that don't go on sale are like first-party Nintendo games.
Yeah. Usually how it is. Little Town Hero, October 16th, 2019.
I'm really excited for this game.
I don't remember watching this trailer.
So this is the one where the main character has red hair, I believe, and there's that giant monster. And in the trailer, they talk about all he can do to combat is think of ideas.
Oh, okay. I remember that.
Yeah. They announced this one in September's Nintendo Direct last year. And since then, it looks like the art style has changed almost. I was looking at some of the characters from last year's trailer to this year's, and it looks very different. It said it's available for pre-purchase and download as of the direct date, so I hopped on to see, and it's only $25, which is kind of interesting. I'm curious how long the game is.
Yeah.
And they made a point to point out that almost all the music in the game is produced by Toby Fox, who created all of the music in Undertale.
Undertale. Is that another Switch game?
It came out for a lot of things. I'll pull up a picture to show you real quick.
Sweet.
It's a retro style RPG game, basically. So that's like a scene from the game right there.
Oh, okay.
I've never played it, but a lot of people have said it's one of the best indie games out there.
I like that they're bringing a lot of those types of games back to Nintendo.
I think so,
I think
too.
it's really cool. And we'll hit on something later on that I think is awesome that Nintendo did.
But yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I'm probably going to pick it up. There's so many games coming out in October, though. I don't know for sure.
I know a lot of them September, October, November. They're all within that 3 months. That's insane.
Yeah. All right. And then they kind of dropped a surprise. You want to go over this one right here? This is what you were kind of talking about a little earlier.
Yes. Banjo and Koozie. It's out
Banjo
now.
and
Banjo.
Kazooie.
Banjo. Wow, my eyesight's awesome. Demonstration. Why did they announce it in the video if it was already out?
So they announced it during E3.
Oh, okay.
They announced it and said it's going to be out in fall. Oh. And then in this direct, they were like, surprise, it's out now.
Okay.
So we're going only like 2 months since the last DLC character came out. So that's super cool. Did you ever play Banjo and Kazooie at all? It was super cool. It was very like Mario 64 themed. And Sakurai, he's the guy that makes Super Smash Bros. He's the one that did the demonstration video. And I don't know if you watched this at all. This came out right after the direct. He talked about like he thanked Xbox because Microsoft owns the rights to Banjo and Kazooie, and they allowed him to be able to make a character. And Rare is the company that makes Banjo and Kazooie. They accepted him in with open arms and gave him like character models and animations and everything to work with. And he made a very strong point to go and play Banjo and Kazooie on Xbox. So I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, holy cow, Banjo and Kazooie are going to be in Smash. That means the Banjo and Kazooie games are going to come to the Switch. And after watching his video, I don't think so.
You don't think they are?
No, because he came out and was like, if you want to play and experience where these guys came from, go and play it on Xbox. And he flat out said, go and play on Xbox.
Yeah, that's kind of a good pointer.
Yeah. But one thing that I found really interesting is Sakurai played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate to demonstrate Banjo and Kazooie, but he played by himself with 2 controllers at the same time.
Damn.
So with one hand, he was controlling Banjo and Kazooie, and with the other hand, he was controlling another fighter, like Mario or Samus or something. So he's sitting there, hands side by side, playing on a Pro controller, and he's just using his hands like this. It was the weirdest thing.
Oh, fuck. That's awesome. Terry, Fatal Fury.
Yep.
So this is the fighting one. Was there like a...
I don't know anything about Fatal Fury. This came out for the Neo Geo, which was Sega's console, I think. I don't know for sure. But he's going to be the 4th DLC character.
Oh.
So, when they announced Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, they came and said there's going to be 5 DLC characters, and they released the pass for $25. With Banjo, they've released 3, and then Terry is going to take up spot number 4, and then number 5, we don't know who it is yet.
And
then they also came out and confirmed that after this Fighters Pass is done, they're going to start producing new characters again. So there'll be even more.
And they'll be in the game now. The ones that they start producing again.
There'll be a DLC.
DLC.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they add more Pokemon.
That would be cool. I
would like
hope
to
with
see.
like the new game coming out that maybe they'll throw in some of the new ones.
Yeah, some legendaries maybe. That'd be cool to
That would be cool.
play as a legendary Pokemon. Legend of Zelda. Link's Awakening. How do you feel?
pumped for this game.
I'm just gonna give that little spoiler in the upcoming. Dude, I want to go play the old Zelda on the Switch now that you can.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
I think it's so cool.
Which one's on there? Do you know? Is it Windbreaker?
I have the list. It is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Oh, cool. I don't even care. I'm just excited that I can play it.
Yeah. You mind if I take over for this?
Go ahead.
I'm so pumped. So I don't know anything about this. This is a remake of the game that came out on the Game Boy Color. Like I was telling you before, it's very toy-esque. You saw the trailer. There are Mario characters and Kirby is in the game, and I have no idea what is going on in this game. It looks freaking awesome. Chamber Dungeons is this game mode that came out, or is going to come out with the game where you get to produce and make your own dungeons. One thing that concerns me is they talked a lot about being able to save whatever level you made to an amiibo character, and then like I could give you that amiibo character and you could play my dungeon. So that kind of worries me that there's not going to be online support where I can make a level, share it with you online, and then you'd be able to play it.
So like a Mario Maker, that'd be cool.
Very similar. Yeah. So like how I understand it and kind of what they've shown is you have tiles where it'll have like an entrance and an exit, and like it's going to have this type of guy in it or something. And you just plop those tiles down and connect them all together and set objectives for your dungeon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
I hope it's like Mario Maker because I want to be able to hop in and... Sorry, that beer. Oh.
I know, that beer's it's filling.
Yeah. I want it to be like Super Mario Maker because I want to be able to just play this game and just be able to download people's dungeons time and time again. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah. It makes the game endless, really.
With how excited I am for this game and with how highly everybody talks about it, I want to be able to play this game for a really long time, long after I'm done with the story.
Why is that?
Just, when you get a game that you're so excited for and you don't want it to end.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I want this game to be. And I don't know if I'm going to hop in and hate this game. I don't think so, just based on it. It looks like definitely my type of game. I've already bought it. I've already downloaded it. It is ready to go as soon as... I think it's going to come out at like 9 p.m. on September 19th, and I don't know if I'm going to sleep that night. I'm seriously going to play this game like nonstop. And I think the story is only about 15 hours, which usually I like to try and get more out of a full-priced game. Like if I'm going to go out and buy a $60 game, I either have to make sure I'm super excited for it or I'm going to get my money's worth.
Yeah.
And
$60 for a Switch game is so much. I mean, they're this big, they're only not even an inch wide.
But I mean, some of those games have more content than a lot of games on Xbox or PlayStation.
That's very true.
And the way Nintendo makes their games, you don't ever have to be like, oh, don't worry, they're going to fix that in a patch later. Yeah. Maybe with like their online abilities. Like I know Super Mario Maker 2 is still garbage multiplayer online. But I mean, like the base games that come out, they're done. They're ready to go.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. They don't do patches. They release the game when it's done.
Yeah, and like if you look at like Animal Crossing, it was supposed to come out this year. They came out and said it's coming out later next year, and everybody was fine with that. Metroid, they came out and said it's not going in the path that we want it to. We scrapped it all together, and we don't know when it's going to come out. So, like, they're very honest with us and everything. They also have said that they have Pikmin 4 pretty much done, and they haven't shown gameplay. They haven't announced it. They haven't done anything with it. So it sounds like they just make games and they'll maybe sit on it for months or years and then be like, all right, we don't have anything coming out in April. Let's push this game out type of thing.
Have a little backlog of games.
Yeah, and I think that's really nice.
Yeah, I agree.
But
it's also nice when you buy their game and you can't play it because it's unplayable.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, like Control that I've been playing. Everybody says it runs like trash on the original PS4.
Oh,
like,
really?
Frame rate drops all the time. It skips and stutters and everything.
You gotta have that other console.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll come out and fix it. But for all those people that bought it already, like, are they just out of luck?
Is it having the same issues on original Xbox One?
I haven't seen any, like, stuttering. I've had a few frame drops when there's a lot of guys on screen, but not bad, really.
Nice. I just hit my mic. My bad, guys. Ran right into it. Dragon Quest, what is that?
11
XI. September 26th. 3D or 2D graphics?
Come a little closer.
Oh, sorry. 3D
Repeat that.
or 2D. That's crazy.
Yeah. Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Those 2D graphics looked awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably how I'd want to play the game.
It's weird that you can switch between the two.
Yeah, I'm really curious if it's just like a button push and all of a sudden you flip or what.
Unless it's like in the settings or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm definitely there's a free demo available right now. I'm definitely going to download it and check it out.
Hell yeah. What is this game about exactly?
It's a Japanese RPG game. I don't know anything about Dragon Quest and I don't pretend to know, but I know it's a party based, so you recruit your party and you go into battles that are turn based. And I think in this one, there's like the 3D world and you'll see the bad guy and you'll run into it and then you go into the battle. And then it's turn-based. So, you pick, I'm going to do a slash attack and this character is going to throw a spell or something.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that. I lost where we were at. Tokyo Mirage Sessions. What is that? There's a lot of Japanese art.
Hashtag FE Encore. I guess this is based in the Fire Emblem world.
I don't know what that is.
It's another JRPG.
Oh.
Lots of boobs in this one too.
Oh. Logan. Get on it.
Comes out January 17, 2020.
Sweet.
Yeah. A lot of these
New
games
Year
I don't
games.
have a ton to say about.
Yeah.
But let's just kind of plow through them. Deadly Promotion 2, A Blessing in Disguise, comes out in 2020. They also have the original game available now. They did a lot of these like available now drops in this direct, it looked like.
Yeah, for sure.
Divinity Original Sin 2 is available now. I know this is like a huge game on PC, and it's a traditional RPG game, like a lot of these games have been. The cool thing is they have cloud saves between Switch and Steam.
Oh, so you can play PC
and the Switch with the same character and everything.
That's awesome.
So it sounds like you'll be able to hop on PC, level up, and then like if you're going out and about, you can just download your save onto your Switch and still play it, and then come home and pick it right back up right where you left off.
Yeah.
Which would be super cool. And I know a ton of people are going to be excited for this.
Yeah.
This is a huge game.
And this next game, Doom 64, buy that and then give it to your dad and watch him
lose his mind.
Lose his shit, yeah.
They've been releasing a lot of the Doom games.
Yeah.
They came out with Doom 1, 2, and 3 just like a month ago.
Yeah.
And now Doom 64, which that's a fun game.
Yeah. I mean, the graphics are terrible, but it's Doom 64. Like,
yeah. You don't need the graphics.
Game. Yeah. It's HD 64 graphics, so. Rogue Company. Was this the one where it was like a squad of like fighters?
Yeah.
Yeah, that game looked really cool.
So
they didn't show a lot of like gameplay. It was more of like a bird's eye gameplay footage. It was weird.
Yeah, it seemed kind of weird. It almost looked like it was like a team-based shooter, almost like a deathmatch.
Mm-hmm.
But they came out and said Hi-Rez Studios' new IP, and I was like, that's weird. They sound really familiar because I couldn't remember exactly who they are. They're the makers of Smite and Paladins.
Oh, Paladins! You told me to download that game because we could play together. Mm-hmm. Did you ever end up playing it?
Yeah,
that game fucking slaps.
Yeah,
that game
such
is so much fun.
Yeah, so I mean, this has a really good studio behind it.
I'm actually excited about this game. If Paladins creators were kind of behind it,
and I mean, Smite and Paladins are both free-to-play games.
Yeah, Smite's fun too.
Yeah, so Rogue Company maybe cross your fingers a free-to-play game.
Oh, true. That's Smite. Paladins both free-to-play.
Yeah, which I would definitely download it and give it a shot. I mean, I loved Paladins. I still will hop in and play it every once in a while.
It's actually one of that game is phenomenal.
I can't play Smite because I just get my ass cheeks clapped every time I hop in because everybody's so good at that game.
Yeah, I agree. But I slap cheeks on Paladins though.
Yeah.
As soon as I signed in the first time, I was like, I fuck with this hard.
Yeah, that's a fun game. It's very. I think when this game came to Switch, everybody was like, "When is Overwatch coming?" Because that's the vibe I got when I played it.
Yeah, I still need to buy Overwatch.
I do too.
Like my buddies I play with on PlayStation tell me every time I talk to them.
I'm really tempted for the Switch.
Yeah.
Really tempted.
I don't know. I have a hard time buying games for the Switch if it's on console.
I don't.
Yeah.
Not at all.
But like when you said like...
Dude, okay, we need to find you a game and we need to have you play it with motion controls.
I tried the Fortnite motion controls.
Nope,
that was
not
whack.
the Fortnite one. It'll blow your mind how good that is. Because I'll sit and I'll play a game in handheld mode with those dinky little Joy-Cons and just being able to kind of rotate the whole console to be able to precision aim is fantastic. It is amazing.
It has to take some time to get used to.
Yeah, and once you get used to it, I mean, I'll hook it up to the dock. I played Splatoon for a while with those motion controls, and it was amazing. I have a really hard time going back to like any type of competitive shooter without being able to have those motion controls. Yeah. I'm sitting there with my Xbox controller in my hand, tilting it, and it's not doing anything, and it's frustrating me.
You compare it to mouse?
I guess it's kind of similar. Not quite as precision. The hard part is you're holding the console or you're holding your controller, and you get to a point where, like, if you turn it too much, your hand's now in the way, or you just can't see the screen at all. That's the problem with that over mouse. Because with mouse, you can, move it over, pick up the mouse, set it back down, and keep going.
Yeah.
And you can do that pretty quick, but with the Switch,
motion,
you can't.
Just fucking spin that bitch around.
Yeah.
That's funny. Pokemon Sword and Shield.
Another one of my most anticipated games.
Game of the year?
We'll see. Comes out November 15th.
It looked really good.
Yeah.
Like the graphics wise looked really good.
The more I keep seeing, the more excited I'm getting.
I didn't understand this curry thing they had going on.
So they do this thing with almost every game where you get to cook or create your own food for your Pokemon. So they've done like pop-ins where you add berries into the stew and then you're on your DS and you have to spin it with your stylus on the bottom screen. I burned a hole like in my bottom screen playing Pokemon Pearl cooking pop-ins all the time. And then that would just kind of like boost your Pokemon stats. Or in Gen 3, they did Pokeblocks, where basically you throw a bunch of berries into a blender and then you produce blocks, and same thing. So every generation seems to kind of have this like cooking or food element to it. In this one, it's going to be curry on rice. But they said there's like 100 different combinations that you can make or something.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so there's quite a bit.
Oh, and the big thing about this was you get to like fully customize your character now.
Yeah, like eye color, makeup, hairstyle, clothes,
shoes, gloves. They had like all of it.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
I liked their little montage of all the different characters that people have made. That was super cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
like the giant. I like how they showed a bunch of Eevee evolutions in that trailer. Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah,
that was cool to see Le'Veon just kind of sprinting around the open world.
And the big ass Eevee.
Yeah, that's what I'm most excited for about this game is the Wildlands, where you can just walk in and see Pokemon walking around. That's gonna make like my inner 6-year-old scream. That's gonna be so cool.
I'll have to buy it for my nephews because they'll lose their shit over it.
Or just buy it for yourself and show them.
See, I would have to play all the other ones. I've never played one.
No, you don't. They all stand on their own. Trust me.
They're all standalones?
Yep. Okay. I'll get Pokemon Shield and you'll get Sword, and then we'll just trade everything back and forth. Yep. We got this set. We go. Okay.
2 new Pokemon announced?
Yeah. Did you catch how to pronounce
region,
these?
Right?
Galar.
The Galar region?
Okay. Did you catch how to pronounce these names?
Poltegeist. Right?
That sounds right.
Poltegeist and Cramorant.
All right. I think you did pretty good.
Pokemon names sometimes are so hard.
Yeah. Poltegeist was a ghost type that lived in a teapot. And I don't know if you paid attention for this part, but it was like its body is made of tea, and if it finds a trainer it really trusts, it'll allow it to sip its flavor or something.
It was like, really weird.
That was so gross sounding.
But was it only in a teapot? But I thought it would find its home in any hollow shell.
I remember something like that, but this specific one was in a teapot.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they'll implement that. I wonder if you'll be able to catch like a teapot or a clock or a candlestick, and then we'll get into like Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. And dude, they had so much emphasis, like all of them taste different.
Yeah, that's so weird. They've been really going in with the you can eat Pokemon in this generation.
They're gonna come out with a candy.
They've got to be. So they have one that's like made of a delicious whipped cream dessert or something, and that was like the motto for it. And you're just like, what is going on? Are we going to be like? I wonder if like the bad guys are going to be capturing all these flavored Pokemon and going to be making a restaurant or something. And then the other one, the Camarant, was just like a water flying bird. It was like a pelican, and the weird thing about this one is it has the ability to catch a fish, and then if it gets hurt while it's holding that fish, it'll retaliate, and they called it like regurgitate missile or something, and it'll shoot the fish at the opponent and do damage.
It looked like a cool Pokemon.
Yeah. I think cool. I hope it... So, you know how they're not including a lot of Pokemon?
Yeah.
So they're kind of eliminating some. I wonder if this is the replacement for Wingull and Pelipper, which are another water-flying pelican-based Pokemon.
Dude, fuck Wingull. 400 candy. What does he even turn to? I don't even know.
Pelipper.
Oh, duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's too many candies.
Yeah. He's talking about Pokemon Go if no one caught on.
Yeah. I'm talking about Pokemon Go.
All right, this is your thing right here.
SNES games, dude. I think this is so cool. So, what they did, if you have the online Switch, I don't know, what do they even call it?
I think it's just Nintendo Switch Online.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but if you have that, you have access to, I think they have 20 right now. 20 plus SNES
They just
games.
came out on the 5th.
Yeah.
So Thursday. And they started, when they first came out with the NES games, I think they only had like 3 or 4. And over the last year, they've added 1 or 2 a month. So this one, they're starting with 20.
Yeah, that's crazy. So they got like Brawl Brothers, Demon Crest, Breath of Fire, F-Zero, Joe and Mac, Lost in the Tropics. That's cool. It's a cool game. Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby's Dream Land 3. Which I will definitely be playing. Kirby's like one of my favorite games. Oh, and they have Star Fox. That's gonna be lit too. I'm super excited. I don't know what this one is. You know what that game is?
I've actually never played an SNES.
Oh, really?
I've never played it. The only game that I've played is Super Mario World, but that's because it got put on the Game Boy Advance. So
Super Mario World was one of the Marios I played the most.
Yeah.
Because my mom loved it.
I'm super excited for this because this is a gap in my gaming. Basically, I played the NES, and then I had this gap where I didn't get a SNES, and no one I knew had one. And then as I got older, my parents bought me an N64. Mm-hmm. So I've got that gap where I've just never played anything, and I've never gone back because it's so hard to get a hold of some of that stuff. So I'm really excited for this too.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope. Super Mario Kart. I suck ass at that game. I'll probably be better at the old one than I am at the new one. Super Mario World 2. So they're gonna have both of them on there.
Yeah.
I like that. Super Puyo 2. I don't know what that is.
I think that's like just a puzzle game, if I remember correctly.
Super Tennis, Pilot Wings, Stunt Race FX, Super Goals and Ghost, and Super Metroid.
That's what I'm going to start with, I think.
I'm going to start with probably Super Mario World.
Yeah, that's a classic.
Yeah.
The other one that I'm really excited for, we touched on, is the Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. I know that's supposedly a really good game.
Wait, which one?
The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Oh, yeah.
When Breath of the Wild came out, it blew my mind so much, and everybody's like, Zelda's the most amazing game ever. That was my first Legend of Zelda game. And so I've been on this. I want to play every single Legend of Zelda game I can find. So I ordered and fixed my N64 and ordered a copy of Ocarina of Time. And I've been slowly kind of chugging away at that.
I need to play all the Zeldas. I haven't really ever played through one.
Mm-hmm.
They look fun though. I like maze games.
Yeah.
You know? They keep me somewhat entertained.
Tetris 99, the Battle Royale of Tetris, is getting an update.
That's a free to play.
Yep, free to download. They're going to have the best of the best be able to play against each other. So basically they're unlocking this new game mode where you have to be able to achieve top tier Tetris playing to be able to even hop into it. They're going to have a paid portion of this game where you pay and then you'll be able to do split screen co-op type of thing where you can play against yourself and your buddy and 98 other people.
Have you seen those competitive Tetris players?
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. I can't.
They are insane.
Yeah, they are. And the other thing is they're going to have a physical version of this that'll include all of the paid DLC so far and a year of Nintendo Switch Online. They didn't say anything about price, however.
I would assume a year worth, probably $40.
I think it'll be like 20 to 30.
Because a year is about 24.
I think a year is 20, so maybe 30. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
I mean, how much DLC have they put out for it?
I think 2. I think this is number 2.
What, $5 a pop, probably?
I can't remember. I played it for the first week, and then all the good players came in, and I just
clapping those cheeks.
Yep, cannot. One thing we forgot to mention, they're making a SNES style wireless controller.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You have to be a Nintendo Switch Online subscriber to be able to buy it. It's $30 per controller, charges via USB-C. It's going to have a D-pad, the ABYX buttons, and both a left and right trigger and a ZL and ZR button trigger as well.
What controllers do you have that are old school?
They're 8-bit do.
Oh.
Which, personally, I think is the better buy if you're looking to buy one of these, because they have the joysticks, so you can play them with other games.
Yeah, it's the same setup.
Pretty much, yeah. Just they added the 2 joysticks at the bottom. But the nice thing about this is hopefully... So with my 8-bit do controllers, I can't wirelessly turn on the Switch.
Well,
so I have to physically stand up and hit the power button to turn the Switch on to be able to play with them. Maybe with this one, they'll be able to wake up the Switch from sleep mode. But I mean, you'll only be able to play the SNES games or like a 2D platformer or something with them.
Yeah, but with the ones you have, you can play any game.
Yep.
Still a better buy, I believe.
I think so. For $20 more.
Oh, yours $20 more?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, those are $60 a piece?
50.
50?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that was bad math. My bad. Games you're excited for? Is that where we're at?
No, we still have a few games to go over. We got
Mario
a big long
Sonic.
list, dude.
Olympic games.
Yeah, you said you're kind of excited for this one, right?
Yeah, I'd like to... I love the mini game aspect of Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to have more mini game type games, which I believe is what is going to be in that. So
yeah, comes out September 13th, 2019. Oh no,
November 5th.
November 5th. I jumped down one. I'm so sorry.
Retro style.
Yeah, so the story mode, I guess, is going to transport you back in time, and all the characters are going to be 2D pixel art. It looked super cool.
That's awesome.
I played the original Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games on the Wii, and it was a lot of fun. I don't know if I'm interested enough to pick this one up and play it.
If it's going to be $60, I'm not either.
But that 2D, retro style looks super cool, though.
I'm sure it does. Pixel art and what technology we have now, it looks good.
This next game, I want us both to download the prologue demo and play it together.
What is it?
Damien Ex Machina. This is the one that comes out on September 13th, 2019. This is a mech fighting game. So you hop into a mech and you fly around and you blow up enemy mechs, and you're able to pick up pieces of enemy mechs and attach it to your own mech, and you're going to have guns on the left and the right, or a sword or something like that. There's a free demo out now that's the prologue, so you'll be able to play the very beginning in the game. And say you download this prologue and then you buy the full game, all of your all the time that you've put in the game will transfer over.
From the demo?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Not a lot of games do that. When you play their demo or their beta, it doesn't transfer over.
And in this one, if you download the demo, you can play with up to 4 of your friends on local multiplayer. And once you buy the full game, you'll unlock online play.
Sweet. This is a Switch game?
Yep. Switch exclusive.
Dauntless is coming to Switch?
You skipped 2 games, dude.
Oh my god, I'm so bad.
We're both skipping. It's getting late. Star Wars Jedi Knight 2 comes out September 24th, 2019.
That's a Switch game?
It's an old Star Wars game. I think it came out on the N64 originally.
Oh, okay.
So they're just re-releasing it.
I'm excited that Assassin's Creed's on that list.
Yeah, they're coming out with... this one includes 2 games, right?
Yes, Black Flag and Rogue.
I did not like Black Flag.
Yeah, there was a lot of boat travel.
Yeah, and that's the part I hated. I have not played Rogue, though.
I don't remember which one that is. Is it the last one Ezio's in?
I don't...
is it the third one?
I don't know. I like I said, I played Black Flag, and that's where I stopped with Assassin's Creed, unfortunately.
I think it's newer than a Black Flag, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Black Flag is Assassin's Creed 4, and then 5 is Rogue.
Okay, I haven't played it. I haven't played it since Black Flag either.
Yeah.
I want to get the Origins.
I do too.
I love the era of that one.
And that one comes out December 6, 2019, and will include both games.
Oh, I might hop on that.
Yeah, I would too.
It's cool to have it on Switch. I think it's crazy that they can fit those games on that little console. Alright, Dauntless. I downloaded this on PlayStation, and it's similar to Monster Hunter. You like fight monsters.
Yeah, I downloaded it on Xbox and played it for a little bit, and it seems cool.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about it, they didn't have a lock on.
Yeah.
It really makes the gameplay kind of shit. But if they had a lock on, it would make it 10 times better.
I want to be able to play with, like, friends. I think being able to mic up and play would be better. Which I could, I just don't have anybody that plays it. Which,
like, the lock-on feature, I don't know. I don't use it in Monster Hunter. But it just runs better, so you don't notice, like, the weirdness when you're dodging. I don't know, it's hard to explain. You'd have to play it. But lock-on would definitely help with that game.
And this, just like the PS4 and the Xbox version, are free to download, free to play.
Sweet.
It says it's coming soon. They're adding a whole bunch of new stuff. I guess most of the stuff they showed in the trailer is supposedly new. I haven't kept up with the game enough to be able to know that.
I bet it's better on the Switch.
I hope so.
I'd put my money on being it better. And if it's free to play...
And this is made by Epic, so this is made by the people that make Fortnite.
That's right.
Or at least a studio in the Epic company. So
no wonder they're not paying attention to it too much.
Exactly.
They got Fortnite to worry about.
And then right after they announced that, they did this huge, just like 10-second clip each of all these games. You want to go through those?
Yeah. Just Dance 2020. I don't know how the hell they play that on the Switch. It's kind of weird.
Well, the Joy-Cons have motion controls.
Yeah.
So
I don't know who buys those games, though.
I don't either. They're still making it for the Wii, so...
I know, they must sell enough. Grid Auto Sport. Good racing game.
It seems like it's supposed to be like a Forza-type simulation racing game.
Yeah. Farming Simulator 20. I don't know who the hell buys those games, either. Would you buy that game?
I might.
Farming Simulator?
Well, I played enough Minecraft and enough Stardew Valley to be interested in a game like that.
I don't know. Like, Minecraft's awesome, but I don't know about Farm Simulator.
I've been tempted more than a few times, I'll be honest.
Do they sell at full price?
I have no idea. I think when I was looking at it, it was like $30 for the Game of the Year Gold Edition or whatever.
Huh. I don't know how to say this next one.
Nai no Kuni. Don't know anything about that one.
Probably a Japanese RPG.
Yep, probably lots of boobs.
Yep. NBA 2K20. I'm glad they're bringing sports games to the Switch.
Me too.
I'm personally a pretty big fan of sports games. I'm curious on how it looks on Switch.
The last one looked decent.
Yeah.
So
I played an NBA on like the PSP. It looked like garbage, but it was still fun.
Yeah. I think you can sacrifice graphics for a little bit if the gameplay is good enough.
Definitely, and
at least I'm willing to.
The graphics ain't gonna be that bad.
Yeah.
Like, it's still gonna look way better than what it was before.
That's very
with
true.
the handheld. This is the best handheld ever made. So.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what this other one is. I don't know how to say that one either.
Call of Cthulhu.
You know anything about it?
Nope.
Devil May Cry 2. That's a big title.
The Outer Worlds as well. You skipped that
Yeah,
one.
the Outer Worlds.
And then Vampire. Yep.
You played that?
I've seen some people play that one.
I have not played that.
But people seem to like that one quite a bit.
Outer Worlds is a big game too.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
a
really
huge
curious
game.
how that's going to run.
Yeah. Animal Crossing. I've never played that.
I haven't either. Again,
What is it?
well, it kind of falls under the same thing as like Stardew Valley or Home, or what's that one JC plays?
Oh, Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon. Yeah.
Okay.
It kind of falls under that type of game, it seems like.
I can't get into those kind of games.
I sink so many hours into those type of
Really?
games. I don't know what it is.
I just don't like. You have to run here, go here, go here, go back, go back, go back. Like,
But
you know what I mean?
the point is being able to like build your own infrastructure and get to the point where you don't have to run around to where it's all centralized.
Yeah, I think that's why I never got into Skyrim. Because it was like so much roaming.
Yeah.
And that's why I have a hard time playing Red Dead. Like, it's a fun game, but like, goddamn, there's so much roaming.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't get into those games.
I'm really tempted to pick up this Animal Crossing. Everybody's saying this looks like one of the best ones. The people that I've talked to and the people that I know that have played any of the Animal Crossing games say they get super addicted to them. And it sounds like this could be like my next Stardew Valley, which I've played hundreds of hours of Stardew Valley. So, I mean, it's definitely up my alley.
Sweet.
But they spent like 7 minutes on Animal Crossing.
Did
Just
they?
showing like crafting and moving stuff around and everything like that. I guess it's a big deal because most Animal Crossing games are grid-based, where you can only place things in certain areas and it's going to take up 6 squares or whatever. And this one looks like it's pretty free, where you can place down things anywhere.
That's
So
pretty cool.
all these fans are kind of freaking out about that, I guess.
Hmm.
And then they closed off the direct announcing Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition coming in 2020. I felt like overall this direct was really good. Like, they came out with a banger and they started with Overwatch. And then they ended on this remake of the original Xenoblade. And I felt like it was just a very fizzle out and ending. Like, they should have gone Xenoblade and then ended with 7 minutes of Animal Crossing. That would have gotten a lot more people excited.
Yeah.
Nintendo's been notorious for, oh wait, we have one more thing, and then it's like Metroid Prime 4 is in development, or here's the next Smash character, or like that's how they announced Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. They're like, we're done, and then they showed something.
Oh wait.
Yeah, so they have this good track record of ending things on a high note, and I felt like this one they started off big, kind of dipped, went back up, and then just really plummeted right at the end. So
Or put Overwatch at the end. Yeah. Is that what you said?
yeah, they should have done that. That would have been cool too. But I mean, there's so many leaks and rumors and
It's hard to
basically
keep everything.
confirmed. Yeah.
They did good with Super Smash. Everybody freaked the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my god. It's Super Smash Bros.
So is this your first Nintendo Direct that you've watched?
Yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't know they did it.
Okay, so I've
When
watched...
you told me to watch it, I was like, I'm like trying to find it like live. This shit's not even happened yet.
So I've watched almost every single one that's came out since the Switch started. But I want to get, what was your opinion? What did you think of this format for announcing games and everything?
I liked it. Like, I watched E3 and stuff, and it felt like that. Like, you were just seeing new games released.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I thought it was really cool. I like watching game announcements and, like, actually seeing the gameplay of them as they're announcing and kind of walking you through what is going on.
Yeah, I think Nintendo's really perfected this kind of delivery system. You know, they they always started out with basically going right into the action.
Yeah.
And then they do some deep dives on some games. They always have like, this is available right now, or this is going to be available right after the direct or something. They always have something like that. And it's always something that you're like, whoa, I didn't even know that was being made, type of thing. And like I was saying, they usually will end on a high note, or they'll do, that's it for today, and then something else plays right after. So I really like the Nintendo Directs. Everybody's talking about how E3 is dying, E3 is going to end soon, and I definitely think this is, one, it's contributing to it, but at the same time, this is almost better now. Because Xbox has started doing something like this. Sony just recently started doing something like this, and Nintendo's been doing it forever, it feels like.
I don't think E3 is dying.
I think it is.
You think it is?
Yeah, they just had that huge leak just a little while ago. Did you hear about this? So pretty much everybody that bought a ticket or was given a ticket for press got all of their information leaked. Like home address, phone number, email, personal cell phone, everything. And apparently it was just posted publicly on their website.
That's
and
weird.
Supposedly, like, last year's was still up. So you could just pull up and look at anybody. And so a lot of these, like, streamers and, like, game journalists and everything were getting bombarded by people just sending them inappropriate messages and DMing them and all this stuff. And, like, if your home address is leaked and you're one of these, like, really known YouTubers or something, like, if a package shows up on your door, you don't know what it's going to be.
Yeah, and like, if you're Ninja, there's so many Ninja haters out there.
Oh, yeah.
That,
like, he's got all these fans, but almost just as many anti-fans that would do harm to him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's scary stuff.
Yeah, that's
and I mean,
not a
I
good
guess
look.
Sony didn't even show up at E3 this year.
Yeah, I think I remember hearing that Sony wasn't there at all.
Yeah, Sony wasn't there at all. A bunch of studios just didn't really bring out their big games or anything like that. I mean, I get that it's a down year because we're right in between the next Xbox and PS5, but at the same time, like, this is the place to announce games. But now all these big companies have these live streams that they do that are almost better.
It's the birth of live streaming that'll probably take it down. Like,
yeah.
Like, I watch a lot of football. I don't even buy cable because I can just stream it from the internet.
Yeah. I think in the next 5 years, we're going to see the death of E3. I really think so.
Giving them 5?
Mm-hmm. I would not be surprised if E3 got canceled for 2020.
I guess we'll see.
I guess we will. I think the only thing that's nice is this is a place for a lot of the public and journalists to be able to get hands-on with a lot of these new games because they're going to have some type of demo or something. And like next year, if they have E3, this is going to be some people's first experience with the next Xbox or the next PlayStation because they're going to announce and showcase the next console, and then they're going to have demos on the show floor for people to play.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe Microsoft, Xbox and PlayStation and Nintendo will kind of just do their own thing, maybe host a live audience with their own, I don't know.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Anyway, that kind of wraps up the Direct. We're hitting about an hour and a half of recording so far.
Wow. But
what games are you looking forward between now and the end of the year?
I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked for Luigi's Mansion, ain't gonna lie. I'm still stoked for Call of Duty. There's not
everybody knows you're stoked for Call of Duty.
There's not a lot of news. I read something that Sledgehammer Games opened something in Australia. I don't know if that was real, but wonder what they're doing out there.
We'll have to follow up with that and look into it a little more for next week or something.
They haven't really released anything for Call of Duty. I mean, it's pretty close to it coming out. It's a month away.
Yeah, I think the next big release for that is going to be the beta.
Yeah,
I think that's when a lot more information will come out.
Yeah, they'll do the beta and then they'll do crossplay stuff before the game comes out to make sure everything runs right. And then I think they were doing one more thing before it released. I don't remember what it was though. But they added like a Captain Price thing to add to your little squad that they have.
I did see that.
That's pretty cool. I'm excited for the DLC for Monster Hunter Iceborne.
Which
it comes out
today.
Did it come
September
out today?
6th, I think.
The new monsters look pretty sick. My buddies played the demo. I didn't. You didn't get to keep anything from it that you got, which I thought was kind of lame. But it looks really good.
So, like I said, we're recording this on Thursday, the 5th. We just rolled over into Friday a little bit ago. So, Friday, September 6th, the Iceborne DLC is now live.
Go catch you some monsters. Lots of new gear coming up with that. I like that.
Yeah, those look cool.
I've never
gotten into the Monster Hunter world, so
it's on. They have Game one Pass. For the Switch.
It's on Game Pass.
Yeah. Oh, do it?
Pick it up. Oh yeah.
They have a version of it on the Switch.
Yeah, I've seen that one too. That one's a different game. That's Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good though.
Yeah, and I keep seeing that for like $30.
That's all the games that really I'm too excited for. I need to look at a list.
Yeah. My top 3 games were Control. So I'm super excited to be playing that. I need to beat that before The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening comes out, because that's my next game. And that may be the game that I'm most excited for. But definitely the other one is Pokemon Sword and Shield. Okay. I am so pumped for that game.
And they're coming out with an Evil Within 2 story mode for the first one. It was really cool. So, that'll be a cool one. Is that on Xbox? Or is that a PS exclusive?
I think it's on Xbox. Evil Within's made by Bethesda, I believe. And they make all their stuff cross-platform.
Yeah, I don't think it was an exclusive.
Yeah, the other game...
is Marvel Alliance, or what do they call that?
That's going to be cross-platform.
Yeah, is it going to be on Switch?
I doubt it. They haven't said anything so far if it is.
That'd be sweet.
That would be sweet.
But they have a lot of heroes in that. I'm pretty excited for that. So,
the other game that I'm really excited for is The Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
I love open world RPGs like that.
I just can't roam.
I love Skyrim. I love Fallout. This seems like a very Fallout-based game, so...
Fallout 76 didn't get the best of you ratings.
No. Did I tell you about this? I'm in this Facebook group. Somebody sent me a copy of Fallout 76 for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they just mailed it to me.
I remember hearing that.
Yeah. So, I've got a copy. I downloaded it. I've just been so busy and playing.
Dude hated it that much?
Hop in yet. No, he bought a digital copy, I guess.
Huh.
And just sent me his physical copy.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll take it. Free games.
Free $99. This is the best price.
Yes, it is.
For games.
Anything else you want to add?
I'm good.
Okay. Don't forget to like, rate, and share the podcast. We're just trying to get this into the ears of as many people as possible. If you listen on, Spotify, follow us. If you listen on Apple, make sure to leave us a rating. It helps boost us so that we show up in those stores. Same thing with Google Play, all that fun stuff. Come and follow us on our social media. Our Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube are all the same thing. It's just Gameaholicspodcast, all one word. Also, come and follow us on Twitter. That one's the only different one. That is Gameaholicspod1. Feel free to shoot us an email. Our email is gameaholicspodcast@gmail.com. And we almost put daily stuff out on Instagram, whether it's gameplay or what we're working on for the the podcast show. And like you said, Archer's got a YouTube video that we should be putting up. I'm starting to upload our podcast episodes to YouTube, so we've just got another platform. I'm almost done with my Outer Wilds review. I've got some gameplay recorded, I've got it written. I'm going to sit down and hopefully put it all together this weekend, so we'll have our first official game review out.
Yeah, and if you guys have any games you want us to review, send it to us.
Yeah, games you want, segments on the show, topics to talk about. If you just want to say hi, shoot us an email, shoot us a DM, comment on our posts, anything like that.
We will put it on.
Yep. Anyway, keep on gaming, and thanks for listening. Red Bitch Beer. Red Bitch Beer. Oh, shit. Yeah. Mine's not going to be a tss anymore.
That would have been a loud one, too.
That would have been. That thing popped.
Sweet and sour sauce on my pussy.
I did get that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Bango and Koozie.